this sum in we are seeing a cash book. Okay, question is shown. Question you can see on the screen. Record the following transaction in the 3-column cash book of Ripple Delhi. Okay, this is the question which is given. We'll be solving it out. I have solved it and I'm just showing you the basic solution, the way in which this sum can be done. I've drawn the format of 3-column cash book. First entry on 2024 March 1. Basically for cash book, you should keep it in mind. Debit side, basically whatever comes in we record it, and whatever money goes out we record in the credit side. This is the basic rule of cash book. Okay, along with that, in this we can see DA and DR one column I have drawn, in which I have taken DA is the discount allowed and DR discount received that we are showing, as because it is a triple column cash book. Okay, in this sum if you see 2024 March 1, number 1 is cash balance, bank balance. Cash balance and bank balance we have to show in the debit side with the name to balance BD. I have showed it in the sum 25,000, 24,000 to balance BD. If it would be suppose credit bank balance, we have to show it in the credit side by balance BD, that is basically bank overdraft. But in this sum it is cash balance and bank balance, that's why I have showed it in the debit side. It is a favorable balance. I showed in the debit side to balance BD 25,000, 20,000. Okay. Then I have paid insurance premium by check. So as I have paid the insurance premium by check, in the credit side I have written March 4 by insurance premium. Paid by check means money is going away from bank, not by cash. That's why I have written at 14,200 in bank column. Okay. March 7, cash purchase of goods 15,000 is the amount. Okay. But one more thing is given: received cash discount of 3% of purchase cost of goods. Yes. So you are purchasing goods of worth rupees 15,000, but along with that 15,000 you are getting cash discount of 3%. Okay. So 15,000 is the cost value. On that, if I charge 3%, it is coming near about 450 rupees. The 450 is for me, it is a discount received, as because I am purchasing and 3% off I am getting. There is a cash discount. It will be shown in the discount received column, 450 rupees, and rest money I have to pay. That's why I have showed it in the cash column. 14,550 is going away from me, and 450 rupees is the cash discount. That is the income for me. That's why I showed it in the discount received column. March 8, that is also cash sale. Cash sale is my income. I will show it in the debit side to sales. Okay. And in this sum if you see, it is written allowed cash discount of 2% on sales value. 15,000 the sales value, 15,000 2%, if I do it, it is coming 300. Okay, so 15,000 minus 300, it is coming 14,700. So 14,700 cash I will be getting, and 300 rupees I am allowing discount, that is a discount allowed. So I have showed it in the debit side 300 rupees. Okay, and 14,700 I showed in the cash column. Next is March 10, cash deposited in bank. Yes, whenever cash deposited in bank, money withdrawn from bank, for that we pass a contra entries. Basically for that you have to write C basically. Okay, in that LF column. In this case what happens, it is a single transaction, both the side is getting affected. Okay, when you are depositing cash into bank, what is happening? In bank money is coming, from cash money is going. Okay, so in debit side I have written in bank column 15,000 money is coming, but when I am writing the amount in the bank column, I cannot write the word to bank. That's why I have written to cash there. Okay, means cash is coming and deposit, means you are depositing cash in the bank. So to cash in the debit side 15,000 rupees, and on the same date in the credit side I have to go and write that money, means cash is moving away from me, cash is going away. So that's why I have written in the credit side by bank account 15,000, by bank account 15,000 from cash column it is going. Okay, this is a contra entry in which one single transaction is having effect on both the side, as because you are depositing money, so 15,000 is coming in the bank and 15,000 is going away from cash. Okay. After that, next is March 11, telephone bill paid by check. When you are paying telephone bill by check, to buy telephone expenses, in bank column I have written, as I said in the beginning, debit side, whatever money you are coming you have to write in the debit side. Credit side, when the money is going away you have to show in the credit side. So telephone bill you are paying, so it means what? Cash is going away from you, so you have to show it in the credit side by telephone expenses 2,000 rupees. Next, withdrawn from bank for personal use. Whenever you are withdrawing from bank for personal use, it is termed as drawings. Okay, so by drawings account I showed in the credit side, because money is going away from the business, I have to show it in the credit side, and the name will be drawings. Why? Because it is personal use, not for office use, it is personal use. So by drawings account, and the money is going away from bank, so in bank column I have written the amount, that is 6,000. Next, you withdrew from bank for office use. Yes, whenever you are withdrawing money from bank for office use, it is a contra entry. Why? Because you are withdrawing money from bank and bringing it in office cash. Okay, so in that case you have to pass a contra entry like I have done here. 14,500 rupees is going away from bank and is coming in form of office cash. Okay, so March 15 I have done in the credit side by cash, 14,500 is going away from bank, and in cash the money is coming to bank account 14,500. Cash column I have written on March 15. It is also contra entry. I have written C on both the sides. Okay. Next is received check from Dinesh in full settlement of 11,000 deposited saving to bank. Yes, you have received a check from Dinesh of rupees 11,000 in full settlement of 10,700. Okay, means actually you are supposed to receive from Dinesh 11,000, but you are receiving a check of about 10,700 in full settlement. Means you are allowing 300 rupee discount. So in that case, discount allowed will be 300, and yes, full settlement discount allowed is 300. Okay, and 10,700 is your means that is basically the money which you are receiving in the bank. As because the check has been deposited in the bank in the same day, I am writing that amount directly in the bank column. I am not writing it separately in case of cash, because whenever you are receiving check, you have to show in the name of checks in hand in the cash account. Okay, but as because they have mentioned the check which you are getting from Dinesh, you are depositing in the bank on the same day, so I am writing it on the in the bank column debit side directly. Is it clear? After that, next thing is that cash received from Mohan, rupees 6850, discount allowed 150. Yes, you are receiving cash from Mohan. So debit side I have written to Mohan, discount allowed 150 and cash 6850. Very simple entry. Check received from Guram, allowed him discount of 250. 4500 is the amount. Yes, the 4,500 rupees check you are receiving from Guram. Okay, allowed him a discount of 250. As because I have received check, I am not depositing a check in bank. I am writing that Guram's check amount in the cash column, because that is termed as checks in hand. Until you have deposited check in the bank, you cannot write that check amount in the bank column. You have to keep it in the cash column only. That's why that to Guram I have written that amount of the check in the cash column 4500, and discount allowed is 2500. Next entry, if you see in the question, is written check received from Guram deposited into bank. Yes, so next day you are depositing that check of rupees 4500 into bank. So on the next day I have passed a contra entry. In contra entry, 4500 is coming in bank and 4500 is going away from cash. Okay, in the next by Guram. Okay, 4500 is going away from 4500. Yes, you are getting in bank, and 4500 is moving away from cash. Okay. Next date, what is happening? Check deposited in March 28 of Guram is returned by the bank. Means it got dishonored. So when you are depositing check, the money is added in the bank, and when it is getting dishonored, so you have to deduct it. Okay. So just in the opposite side, when money came in the bank, I wrote in the debit side, but now it got dishonored. I'll write in the credit side with that person's name. Why? Because the check got dishonored. So I've written the credit side by Guram's, or you can write by check's dishonored account. Okay. 4500. Next is paid rent by check. When you are paying rent by check, so by rent, money is going away. By rent in bank column, the amount will be 4,000. Paid cash for postage by postage. Cash, as because you are paying, so if you buy postage in cash column 220. Next is paid wages to watchman. So by wages, it will be in cash column 3,000. Okay, this is the basic sum. All the entries are posted. Last entry is there, which is a very important and typical entry. It is mentioned in that. If you see properly, it is given. Paid wages to no, it was decided that the cash balance at the end excess of 10,000 was to be deposited in the bank. After doing all these entries, now you have to do the totaling of cash column. Okay, in rough you will do the totaling of cash column till here. After doing all the entries, after doing the totaling, you will get a balance CD for cash column. If you do that, I think you will be getting in the credit side balance CD of in cash column 27,280. They have said here in the down that only 10,000 rupees you have to keep in cash, rest all the money you have to deposit in the bank. So after doing these entries, when you will be doing balancing with a pencil or in rough, you will get the cash balance CD is coming 27,280. But they have asked you to keep only 10,000 in cash form and rest you deposit in the bank. So what I will do, before doing the real balancing, I will do one more contra entry in which amount more than 10,000, I am getting 27,280 rupees in balancing in the cash form if I do in rough. So keeping 10,000 in hand, rest 17,280 rupees, I will pass a contra entry and deposit the rest amount of 17,280 into bank. So that's why in the last date you can see March 31, I have passed one more entry which is not mentioned in the question. March 31, 17,280 rupees is deposited in the bank, and from cash that much amount is going away. Okay, 17,280 is coming in the bank, and from cash it is moving away 17,280. After passing that entry, you can see when I have done the balance CD, in cash I am getting the exact 10,000 rupees which the question was asking, and in bank column I am getting the balance CD of 22,280. The last entry was a very typical one which you have to always focus, because in exams you will be getting this kind of entries. Okay, that after passing all the entries, they will ask you to do a totaling of the balance CD in rough and then they will give a certain amount that more than 5,000 or more than 10,000 rupees, whatever amount is there, you deposit in the bank. So this entry, for that, after passing all the entries, you have to take out the balance CD in rough. After getting that amount, like in this time I got the balance CD in rough in cash column, that was 27,280. At the end of the sum, it is mentioned that only 10,000 should be kept in the hand, and rest, whatever the money is there, it should be deposited in the bank. So that's why out of 27,280, 17,280 I have passed a contra entry deposited in the bank, and rest 10,000 I have kept in the cash column as a cash in hand. Is it clear? This was an important sum. And after that, as simple totaling I have done, and I have completed the sum.